Straders, welcome back. I'm Binkabi. Time for the first match. Yes, it's a replay. Yes, I'm gonna record this post game. I have to change my recording software. I don't know what happened. I really don't, but hopefully this will work. And it not only did it not record my voice, it just froze after like 2 seconds. So yeah, great. It's a good start. So this will be the blue-red spells matter deck, and we kept a pretty good hand, but obviously it can go wrong. But with 2 ponders, 2 lands, I think we can make it. And we found a bunch of creatures here, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and keep that and just pass the turn. I don't really know what we're up against. Island double preordained does tell us a bit, and then a forest. So at this point I believe this would be some kind of threshold deck, but it turns out that a Seal of Strength comes out, and so now I'm like, could be some kind of enchantment theme deck. I don't really know, but yeah. So here I'm gonna opt for cliffs and see if I want to keep this. It's nice with a bunch of threats, but maybe not. But I opt to keep because Manamorphose is just that good and my opponent isn't doing anything. Then then he drops an Echo Clomere and I'm like, okay, now I know what I'm up against. It's Infect. So here I can deploy a threat, and I can't Firebolt that because he has Seal of Strength. I could opt for that, but it's a much safer line to just use one of the or rather use the Silent Departure. This basically means that I time walked him and I got my Thermo Alchemist into play. So I just expect the same thing to be done, but he opts to just preordain instead, which is fine. So now I wouldn't be sad if I found a land. I could Firebolt this now to burn the Seal of Strength and deploy another threat. I ultimately decide that pondering first is the best road to victory, because a land wouldn't be that bad. And I get 2 lands and Gitaxian Probe, which is fine. So I can play another threat and Firebolt that, and then next turn have a decent chance of just winning, since I will be able to do a lot of damage. The interesting part here is that he just elects to Mutagenic Growth, which obviously I couldn't play around, so now I'm pretty certain that I'm dead, because if I don't block, we get 6 points of Infect at the very least. But he only has 1 green source, so maybe we will be fine. So it's incorrect to block here, I think, because if he has Pump, he has Pump, and then he wins anyway. And if I block, then I just lose one of my guys for no reason. And as it turns out, I mean, I have a lot of damage in play already. He will go to 14. No other creatures here. That's a bit worrying to me, but what can I do really? So here we have a lot of options. We can probe, just play a land and Silent Departure, or we can go for like Thermo Alchemist, Manamorphose and something else. It depends on what I find of this. And I can see he had 3 creatures and Distortion Strike, so Distortion Strike obviously means that we have to get rid of the Echo Clomere right now. So playing Manamorphose, if I find something that is cheap, another Silent Departure for example, I don't have to flash back the one in my graveyard, but I get a land, so all I can really do here is to flashback Silent Departure so I won't die, and bash for a bunch of damage. So more or less any spell here would mean that I win, since all my spells costs either 0 or gives the mana back, or 0/1 mana or gives the mana back, and that will be enough to finish the game. So creature or land will be bad. So he draws a land, so I know the content of his hand, and he likes to play Blight Mamba Go. So here I have to think for a long time, because no matter how I calculate it, this is not enough. This is 3 damage, no, this is 4 damage, and this is 2 damage. So 6 damage is the most I can do. So the only real line I have is to attack with Spell Fist and hope that he blocks and regenerates, so that I can flashback Firebolt on the Blight Member to give myself another turn. If he doesn't do that, then I'm pretty screwed. And he does, so that's good. The thing is, I can't block because he has Distortion Strike. So that plus Rancor is 3, plus Seal of Strength is 6, plus this is 7, which is exactly enough to kill me. So this is what had to happen, unless I want to die, and I did not want to do that, so... So basically we're in the same position, but I still need to draw a spell to win, more or less. And what do you know? Delver of Secrets is not what I'm looking for. So unless my math is wrong, I'm dead here. I elect to play out 2 creatures because now I should be able to survive, unless he uses Distortion Strike and goes for it. But my last card might incline him to not do that, but who knows. So here he goes for a Gitaxian Probe, and I'm like, okay, well, you got me, but I guess we should play it out. And no Distortion Strike. I don't know why, but now if he has another big pump spell I will die, but if I double block it should be fine. And we're still in the same position. He's at 3, I guess 2, so any spell will kill him. So hopefully we will draw one. I already know, but you don't. We drew a Gitaxian Probe, and that's more than enough to finish the game off. And here's the good part. That's why I like doing this over again. He scoops, obviously, because he's dead, and then he concedes the match. So this is all you're gonna get. I'm sorry. I do think we have a really good matchup here, though, because we have good potent threats, cheap good removals, and we can board in Electricaries and Gut Shots, and we will just wreck everything he does. So I think we would actually win this matchup, but that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll bring you the second match, and that will also be a replay. I'm sorry about that, but that's how it is.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. You can find us on Twitter at MagicGathStrat, Facebook /MagicGatheringStrat, or on the web, magicgatheringstrat.com. There you can find articles and free prize-supported leagues. This is all brought to you by our Patreons and cardhoarder.com. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/MagicGatheringStrat.